Siento te quiero aunque no quiera.
Puro chantaje, puro chantaje. Vas libre como el aire.
No soy de ti ni de nadie.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Here we are with Kenny the Jet Smith and the Big Diesel, Shaquille O'Neal, Ernie Johnson. You're watching the NBA on 2K Sports. And on tap tonight, it's the Cleveland Cavaliers going up against the Oklahoma City Thunder in their house, Chesapeake Energy Arena. Looking at the Thunder, it's an opportunity for them in a top-tier matchup to rise to the occasion. These are the measuring stick games that push you to take your game to the next level. And with All-Star Week almost upon us, people getting ready for the excitement. But Kenny, for teams on hot streaks, does this actually come at a bad time? There's hey, we don't want to stop playing.
No, you never like to stop, honestly, Ernie, when the momentum is being positive, but you need a break, and this is truly a great break, so it shouldn't hurt too much.
And for these teams on the cold streaks, Ernie, they welcome the break. Mental reset for the second half of the year is desperately needed.
You talk about a mental reset desperately needed. Look right here, boys and girls.
You took a
Look
shot at
right
Shaq?
here.
Did you just take a shot at Shaq?
I shot at both of them.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I blocked mine. At least I caught it.
We take it courtside. Thanks for joining us.
Let's meet your Oklahoma City Thunder starting lineup. At shooting guard, 6 feet 7 inches, number 21, Andre Roberson. The big man, 7 feet, number 12, Steven Adams. Starting at power forward, standing 6'8", number 7, Carmelo Anthony. The other forward position, at 6'9", number 13, Paul George. And in guard, 6'3" from UCLA, number 0. The head coach of your home team. Ladies and gentlemen, your Oklahoma City Thunder.
Live from Oklahoma City, Oklahoma, 2K Sports proudly brings you the Thunder at the peak at the Chesapeake Energy Arena. This is Kevin Harlan. We've got Chris Webber and Greg Anthony with us, and from the sideline, we'll be hearing from David Aldridge. For the Cavaliers, this is the last game before heading back to Cleveland. And, of course, Holmes, a lot of what he's been doing in his first several games with his new team, just feeling things out, using that basketball instinct and learning the playbook.
Man, that trade is something that has just electrified this entire fan base, the players, the people working for the organization. They think it may be that piece of the puzzle necessary to finally get this team over the hump.
And look at the starters for the Cavaliers. LeBron and Love are the deadly forward pair. Derrick Rose is out there with Isaiah Thomas, and it's Thompson in at the 5. On defense, Cleveland. Their last game, a win against Boston, looking to carry it into this one.
Executed on the road, stayed focused, stay consistent with who you are as a team.
Whether life or sports, that's all you can do. Stay committed to your brand of basketball and let the chips fall where they may.
And so it's the Thunder getting on the board first. Love the pass to James. Back to Love. 5 to shoot. No good on the triple.
Well, Kevin Love is a great rebounder. We all know that. Very skilled.
Put that bucket in no time at all.
And the defense can only do so much when Anthony is locked in. There's nothing you can do to stop that guy.
Outside Thomas. Some nice passing by Cleveland here. Wallace with it. George picks him up. Back to Thomas. On the wing, James. A wide open look for Love. Love with another miss.
Yeah, scoreless here early after their first 4 shots. They right now are searching for a bucket.
And the dunk by James.
That's just crazy athleticism from James. His vertical is through the roof.
And in the first, a little over a minute and a half in. Screen by Adams. There's a screen. And Robertson has it in the corner. That falls. Nice feed that time from George. Roberson's got 5.
There's a chance he could go for a big game if they don't D him up on the perimeter.
LeBron against George. Over George. And again, LeBron James. James has got his second basket of the night.
You can't contain James when he's close to the rim. He's too powerful in the paint.
Thomas against Westbrook. If you're just tuning in, we've played about 2.5 minutes here in the first. Here's Anthony. That shot off the mark. Good D by Love. Let's send it out to David Aldridge, who caught up with head coach Billy Donovan. David?
Well, Kevin, he said for them to be successful, they have to act like, and I quote, a swarm of angry bees, unquote, every time the ball goes into the post. If they don't, he thinks they're going to be in for a long night. Kevin?
Thank you, David. Now, here's James. Following the miss by Carmelo Anthony. The drive by...
And there's no question that James is one of the best dunkers ever. A forceful finisher who loves showing off his athleticism.
That was a great angle we just saw, courtesy of Under Armour. Another Unleash Chaos moment. Here's George. Kept alive. Adams. Good D by Thompson.
That defense is as good as a block. I mean, what looks to be a layup turns into nothing.
And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
Has the NBA ever seen a more dominant athlete than LeBron James? He's the quickest player on the floor at any given time and the strongest. He's just one of a kind.
First trip to the line for him here. He's off on the first. And LeBron so strong finishing. He's complained that maybe, Chris, he's not getting the foul calls he deserves.
Man, he's so powerful. The officials don't always notice kind of the little stuff. I mean, you almost need to tackle him to prevent him from the and-one. Talk about ugly. I mean, no pressure being put on him, and he sails the pass right out of bounds.
First quarter of action, just under 3.5 minutes played. Guys, we've seen some excellent offensive output.
Yeah, great momentum for them offensively.
For 3, Love. Westbrook pulls it in. Oklahoma City's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. And Robertson has it in the corner. Here's the floater. And the rejection by Love. LeBron against George. Kicks it to Love. Yes, it's James picking up the assist. Love's got his first 3 points of the game.
And Love sinks these catch-and-shoot jumpers so easily. I mean, his timing, his release, well, not allowing the D to react.
Now, here's Westbrook. He picked up 27 points in their last win against Memphis.
Yeah, but what about the passing? Crisp, decisive. He racked up a ton of assists, impacted the game in a number of ways.
Now, here's LeBron, following the miss by Russell Westbrook. The dish now to Thomas. Back to LeBron. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
Well, LeBron James can do everything on a basketball court. It's his passing that's always stood out to me. His vision at his size, I mean, historically great.
And you lump in LeBron with Magic Johnson and Larry Bird when you talk about players 6'8", 6'9", who can control a game, Chris, simply with their passing.
Oh, yeah, don't forget about yours truly, but he can pick you apart. He sees over the top of defenses, and he throws bullet passes that leave the defense no time to recover.
And Oklahoma City making a change here. Patterson's checked in. Well, Chris, as we get deeper into the season, it becomes clear to us, the fans, who the real title contenders are. You were on some teams that were considered title contenders. When did you know that this was the way your team was going to go?
Well, I think you know you can go all the way when you come in to training camp. You have a special feeling. You know each player's skill set. You know how they can add to yours. You understand the chemistry. I don't think any team comes together in the beginning of the season and doesn't expect that they can win a championship, the ones that really have a legitimate chance. It's not like you can say, hey, I didn't know we were that good. Hey, we can vie for the championships. No, I think most teams go into this season from the last year saying, you know what, next year is our year, and that's how we were. We prepared for it for day one in training camp. That's how we approached it. Being on bad teams, you don't even mention championship. You say, hey, we need to get better every day. That's a code for it. We're going to be bad, but let's keep our head up and take this punch in the face and keep it going.
And really just unselfish basketball on the interior. That's the kind of pass a coach loves to see.
Here's Rose. That one wide left. Oklahoma City trailing. And Roberson kicks to Westbrook. Oklahoma City moving the ball around. James against Anthony. Patterson a screen on Thompson. Anthony drives in. Here's Adams. On the play, basket counts, so it'll be a three-point play chance.
The tenacity on the interior, just battling, bringing that effort and will for second chance points.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight. Free throw good, Adams.
And as you would expect, Steven Adams has grown into a larger role with this team. Really came in as a guy who could defend and rebound, but starting to become more of a factor within their offensive framework.
Now, here's Thomas. He had 16 points in the win against Boston.
And at his height, Thomas has to account for his defender. He has that innate sense of when he has enough space to get a shot off.
Westbrook against Thomas, and Roberson has it in the corner. Westbrook kicks to Roberson. Offensive rebound. And he drops in the layup off the glass. And it's 7 points for Steven Adams. Cavaliers trailing. It's a pick by Love. Thomas kicks to James. Thompson in the corner. Outside for Thomas. Passes it to Love. From deep, Rose. That's in there. Love with the assist. Rose has got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. And Greg, with Adams, he hasn't just been given more opportunity to display what he can do on offense. He's earned it.
You hit it right on the head. And, you know, as an example, a guy that was a bad free throw shooter, all of a sudden he became respectable because of his work ethic last season. Much more nimble in the paint than most would think. Just good awareness, and he knows when to pick his spots.
And with Tristan Thompson and Kevin Love, the Cavs have some elite offensive rebounders, able to create extra offensive possessions.
Well, their offensive rebounding rate fell off quite a bit last season, from 9th best to 20th. They just got smaller without Mozgov and some of the other 7-footers they have, and other teams prepared for it.
Catching up on the changes for Oklahoma City. Jeremy Grant, he's checked in for Anthony. McLemore has come in for Roberson. That's Felton in for Russell Westbrook.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range.
Rose, and Grant sends it back. Felton kicks to McLemore. And they pick up 2.
And that's the big-time strength of McLemore. If you were going to foul this guy, you can't give him any daylight to get the shot off, too.
And he's got his first chance at the line here.
An 85% mark from the line. There aren't too many players in the league who are going to sport a much better percentage.
Now, here's Rose. He's coming off a 16-point game against Boston. Back to Smith. Out to Wade. Pass to Smith. Feeds to Wade. Out of bounds. Oklahoma City takes possession. Just a moment to look back at how things were last season for this team as we look at the shot breakdown for Cleveland.
And no doubt they relied upon that three-point shot to provide a big chunk of their scoring. That's been a trend in the modern NBA, and they took that philosophy and ran with it.
Iman Shumpert is checked in for the Cavaliers. Screen by Adams. 5 on the clock. Adams, great positioning on the putback. And the Thunder lead by 4.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Holmes sets a screen. Wade outside. He feeds it to Shumpert. Smith outside. The Cavaliers again can't hit. Here's Grant, and the dunk by Grant.
Yeah, getting theirs before the defense can set up.
No, that's just the aggressiveness of transition, making sure they come away with points.
Now, here's Wade. Quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game.
I love how Wade actively looks to find the open man look. He's effortlessly exploiting any holes in the defense.
Oklahoma City leading by 4. Felton kicks to Grant. And there's the pass to Patterson. He dishes it to Adams. He kicks it to McLemore. Rebounded by Holmes.
And right from the start, Kevin, they've been pounding the glass. Most of those 50-50 balls also going their way.
Holmes, that's a screen. Outer dishes to Shumpert. There's a good screen. Wade outside. Hands it from downtown. Now just a 1-point Thunder lead.
You better at least get a hand up on Wade. I mean, he's more than capable of bearing the triple.
Felton kicks to Patterson. Now here's McLemore. He gives the team some steady offense, a bit under 10 points a game. Yep, it counts.
As hot as he's been this quarter, the game plan is simple, folks. Get him the ball and get out of the way.
Dwayne Wade on the wing. Over McLemore. Holmes kicks to Shumpert. Smith against Grant. Goes back up. Out to Shumpert. Back to Wade. Cleveland moving it around. Smith sets the pick for Crowder. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. Want to keep rolling here following the win against Memphis.
And once they established that flow offensively, really never got any resistance from the D.
And I feel like the defense was one step behind all night. I mean, they never made the adjustments to string together a few stops.
Now here's Wade after the miss from Jay Crowder. And that one's good, Shumpert.
They're getting a lot of their points outside the paint. 3 of their last 5 baskets are from three-point range.
Felton the pass to Grant. Adams with the screen on Smith. Now here's McLemore. Wade is covering, and it's in there. McLemore's got 5 now.
Those defenders just look a little bit gassed. I mean, they're getting pushed around on that low block.
Back to Wade. Shumpert in the corner. But Trey. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. Adams has got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Screen by Grant. Felton with the ball. On deep, McLemore. That shot misses. Steven Adams has been leading the charge for the Oklahoma City Thunder. He made his mark in a big way on the boards in that quarter. We've got more NBA basketball coming your way in just a minute. And power forward Patrick Patterson, getting better every season. He said that his college career at Kentucky really helped prepare him for his life as a pro.
I think my 3 years at Kentucky, caused what I am now, as far as being a sound player, a guy who's not all about himself, who puts his team first and who works hard and who doesn't talk back, who doesn't do the negative things. He's a team player, he's a team guy, and he works hard.
Patterson Clark, exactly the guy he says he is, and that's why he's one of those glue guys you've got to have on your team.
And the kind of guy who his teammates love, because they know he's always going to have their back, always going to work hard, and always going to bring it.
Well, it's been a tight one so far as we get the second quarter going back here. What do you guys think about the Thunder here in this one?
Hustling on that offensive glass, that's led to a number of second chance points.
Well, obviously that was the game plan coming in. Be physical right off the rip.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter of play. So for Oklahoma City right now, Paul George is out there with Grant. Then it's McLemore. Then there's Patrick Patterson. Then it's Felton in at the point. Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Guys, Tristan Thompson has one of the longest consecutive games played streaks in NBA history. He said, the mind's a powerful thing. And if you tell your brain everything is all right, you'd be surprised on the stuff you can achieve. We have the mental toughness to push through our limits. That's how you become great and test yourself as a player. Kevin?
Well, David, Thompson's certainly a mentally strong player. Always nice to have someone you can rely on night in and night out. Patterson a screen on Carter. He used that pick to perfection. 7 points for Ben McLemore.
Oh, the nice in-between game of McLemore. The ability to score from the mid-range is very important in this day and age.
Now Wade. He's got 5. The turnaround Jay. That one doesn't go. And Oklahoma City will go with it the other way. The Cavaliers beat them last time when these two teams met in Cleveland.
And really, man, they played their hearts out. Missed a couple opportunities down the stretch, and that was the difference.
Absolutely right, Greg. That's all it takes. A play here, a play there, a detail that isn't accounted for, it stings.
And Paul George kind of made it known of his desire to leave for L.A. after this season, but big risk for the Thunder to make that move and trade for him.
This is his first free throw of the game.
And you know, guys, he had a big game at the free throw line in their last outing.
And for Paul George, who knows what the future holds for him, but Greg, he is a great fit, it would seem, for the Thunder.
Listen, you give the Thunder another star to pair with Westbrook, and they're taking a leap of faith here with George.
And Cleveland making a change here. Green's checked in, and it's Wade again missing.
Look, it hasn't happened yet, but he's got time to find his rhythm, and if he does, they can turn this thing around quick.
Felton against Wade. Felton dishes to George. Good work defensively by Smith.
Yeah, good interior D there prevents the deuce.
Oh, wonderful anticipation. He reads the play perfectly, then with the quick reaction time.
And so he draws the foul on the shot, a trip to the line to shoot 2. Chris, you've been on both sides of the coin for this. When it comes to a veteran presence in the locker room, just how important is that? Both, you know, when you were a young player getting it, and maybe as an older player when you were preaching.
When I was a rookie, Kevin, I needed a veteran just as much as I needed an assistant coach. They were that important to me because when you think about it, that's how you learn your routine.
Wow.
What to eat before a game, how many hours to eat before a game, how to recoup after a game, how to say no to your friends and family for playoff tickets because, you know, you're at home and you got to buy 75 tickets. You know, just kind of how to navigate through life. That veteran player can help. And I think that's one thing when the game kind of got lost in years past, it was because we lost that veteran presence in the locker room. And so to me, the veteran presence is everything. You know, Chris Mullin getting on me because I'm a rookie. I mean, I would have paid him to do that. So, you know, it's really cool because just as much as they get on you, they help you and they explain the game, help you out with life and everything else. So it's like a big brother relationship.
Oh, that's good to hear. So he gets the whistle, contact on the way up, and 2 shots coming up.
Well, how about Isaiah Thomas making his second All-Star game last season? I mean, many people felt he should have been a starter. The fan vote ended up early and giving it to Kyrie Irving and DeMar DeRozan instead, but terrific season for Isaiah Thomas.
The first one falls. And Thomas last season setting career highs in scoring and efficiency, Chris.
Oh, well, he took his play to a new level. Only 5'9", but you can't measure the size of his heart.
Out of bounds, Cleveland takes possession.
Wow, wasted possession. Thanks to what should have been a simple pass.
And it's the Cavaliers with the ball. They've only allowed 5 points in the quarter. The Wizards on the road to face them after this game. That game will be a quick pit stop before hitting the road again.
I Tell you what, whether it was Steve Nash, whether it was my boy Jay Will or Mike Bibby, when you're open, LeBron James finds you in no time. Terrific recognition. Love playing with guys like that.
And the Thunder with the possession here. Following the score by Cleveland. George with no one around. They get it back. Right side Westbrook. Over Thomas. Russell Westbrook again. Westbrook's got 4 this quarter.
And Westbrook is a terror from the mid-range. Terrific at sticking it to the defense from that spot on the floor.
They kick it out to Green. Jacks up a 3. He gets hauled in by Paul George. George has got 4 rebounds now tonight. Shoots from 12. And it's Westbrook. That time on the assist by George. And now a 4-point Thunder lead. Cleveland's gone 0-3 from beyond the arc to start the second quarter. Thomas kicks to Love. That's good for his 3rd bucket. Now 3 for 6 from the field.
Oh, you got to admire Love. Even when the D surrounds him, he keeps his focus inside.
Here's Roberson. He has 5. Here's Westbrook, and he makes good on the layup. Westbrook's got 8 points.
And I like the fact that he really was unfazed by that scoreless first quarter, and now you can see him getting into a rhythm.
Thomas kicks to Love. That one falls, coming off of Thomas's feet. 9 points for Love.
And now he's taken a solid opening in the quarter and built on it here in the second.
For Oklahoma City, they've gone 5 of 8 from the floor here in the second quarter. Over 60% shooting. Thomas against Westbrook. Shot clock at 6. Floats one, and that's 2 points on the layup. He's got 10.
He's been in control here tonight, helping them get in front with his work from the field.
LeBron against George. No good from LeBron.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
The Cavaliers trail by 4. Here's Green. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. Green's got 4 this quarter.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
Thomas against Westbrook. Back to Robertson. No good with the triple.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Here's James. He nails it, and we're tied up.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense, nowhere to be found.
And Roberson kicks to Anthony. Fires the 3. A 3-pointer is right on target.
And Anthony is certainly capable of sinking the triple. The D has to respect that quick release and get out on it.
There's the foul. It's on Patrick Patterson. That's his first foul.
And now only 1 away from being in the penalty.
Adams, he's checked in for Patterson. And Cleveland also making a change. Rose is checked in. Thomas against Westbrook. LeBron outside. Dishes it to Love. From deep, Rose. Carmelo Anthony comes up with the rebound.
Yeah, not a great shot there, especially when you got a lockdown defender guarding.
No, I mean, there had to be a better option that time down the court. That's just a missed opportunity.
Cavaliers making a switch here. Thompson's checked in. The Cavaliers trail by 3. And here is Thomas. He's been playing a big part of their offensive scheme, averaging around 15.5 points a game. It's a pick by Love. Thomas passes to Rose. Offline with his 3.
And just not able to find the target from three-point range here in the second quarter, although he did knock down 1 in the first.
Here's Roberson. He has 5. Shot clock at 5. And that comes off the assist by Russell Westbrook. Westbrook's got his 3rd assist on the night.
Well, one thing I like about Ty Lue is at the same time he's a player's coach, he's also got the confidence to take charge. That's important on a team with star talent like the Cavs.
Now here's Rose. He has 5. And Thomas, here we go, comes up empty down low. Oklahoma City leading by 6. Pass to Roberson. To the inside. Anthony with the bucket. Anthony's got 5 points now this quarter. And Ty Lue not shy about holding his stars accountable.
No, he's not. He'll critique everyone from the 15th man up to LeBron. He still wants his players' input, asking his guys what works for them, what they're comfortable with.
Rose, that's good.
And Rose has shown himself capable of knocking down that 3 when he's got some daylight.
And Roberson kicks to Westbrook. Over Thomas. And Oklahoma City again with the bucket.
Something lit a fire under him this quarter. They'll lead safe as long as he's on the floor.
To the right side. For 3, Love. Russell Westbrook with the rebound. Let's at 5 from 18. Again, Oklahoma City.
Well, he was off in the first, but he found a way to get his shot going here in the second.
Westbrook against Thomas. Outside Rose. Love outside. Here's Thomas. Banked in off the glass. Thomas got his 2nd basket of the night.
And despite the hot start from beyond, they've gotten away from shooting the triple.
Westbrook dishes to Carmelo. And so he earns a trip to the line. Official saw the contact and he'll shoot 2. And beyond his ability to shine on the basketball floor, you have to commend Carmelo Anthony's effort, Greg, to get NBA players and other athletes more involved in making the world a better place.
Yeah, I mean, there's still a lot of work to be done, but guys like Melo see what is beyond the world of basketball. He's spoken out as well as done the legwork of being active in his communities, and a lot of charity work for Melo. It's just nice to see the maturation process play out.
A different look for Oklahoma City. Grant, he's checked in for Paul George. Then McLemore comes in for Andre Roberson. And it's Felton in for Russell Westbrook. Then for the Cavaliers, Crowder, he's checked in for Love. Smith comes in for Green. And Dwayne Wade subbed in for Isaiah Thomas. Now here's Rose. He's got 8. Here's Thompson. Second shot opportunity. Unable to get that one. Adams, some nice D.
And they continue to control the glass.
Felton goes in. And count it. And a chance for one more at the free throw line.
Oh, look at the soft touch on the teardrop.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
You know, when you look at his numbers this season, he's had a respectable number, 77%.
And free throw good from Felton. Chris, you certainly played with some colorful characters during your career. Which players do you think are the biggest personalities now in the NBA?
Wow, I mean, when you think about the biggest personalities now, I mean, I think about a guy like Westbrook that's so soft-spoken, but his game is so loud that, you know, you have to take notice. Draymond Green, I think he's always been a guy that has never shied away from a microphone or the limelight. He's another guy that comes to mind. And so, and I think, you know, you always have to look at LeBron just because he garners so much attention, just because what he does is always going to be headline news, that he has fun with it. And so those 3 guys come to mind when I think about the biggest personality in the league.
I'm a fan of anybody who defends that way. I mean, they weren't about to open the door and just allow him to cruise in for a layup.
Now, here's Felton. Looking at his numbers, he's averaging about 6.5 points a game. And again, no good by Oklahoma City.
And as he squares up for mid-range, the defender right in his face.
Well, he did a great job of staying patient, letting the man make his move, and getting right up on the jump shot.
And the Cavaliers with some changes. Rashawn Holmes, he's checked in for Tristan Thompson. A jumper in there for Rose. Shot and game clock separated by 5. Felton kicks to Adams. The feed to McLemore. And the dunk by McLemore.
And the spectacular athleticism of McLemore, really coasting to the cup, finishing with some real style.
Holmes, that's a screen. Wade, right side. The kick out to Crowder. Now, here's Holmes. And that does it for the first half of play. Oklahoma City out in front. They finish off the second quarter with an energy burst, a 19-7 run. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Kevin, thanks. Billy, balanced scoring for your team. How pleased are you with the way they're keeping everybody involved offensively?
Well, those guys, I think, have done a really good job of moving the ball and sharing the ball, and they're finding open men and they're willing passers. And I think because of that, they've been efficient offensively.
Open shots tend to be made. Thanks, Coach. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the second half momentarily.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
And what an amazing performance the hometown fans are witnessing here tonight. Ernie Johnson, Kenny the Jet Smith, and Shaquille O'Neal. There was no stopping Russell Westbrook in the first half. He had 14 points, 3 rebounds, and 3 assists. Shaq, your thoughts on the Thunder?
Well, Kenny knows about this. I used to do this to his team all the time. Take advantage of you down low. Mismatch. Barbecue chicken alert. Make good entry passes. That led to some good looks, obviously a lot of points. When you control the paint, Ernie, you control the game. I was the master of controlling the paint. Shaquille.
And Kenny, what'd you see from Cleveland?
They need to break it down. And I look at the individual areas that they're struggling. Like they're getting pounded. I mean pounded, Ernie, on the boards. That's a hustle stat.
That about wraps it up. Time now for the second half of the game. We go to Kevin Harlan for the call.
As we begin the second half, first half wasn't even close, guys, and we'll see if there is a comeback on our hands or more of the same as we get the third quarter started. Well, you look at Russell Westbrook in this game, he has been everywhere.
Yeah, and sometimes you find yourself in a role you're not comfortable with, but his passing in the first half really was impressive.
Yeah, and some of it is based on how the defense is playing you. He didn't force things. Instead, he rewarded his teammates.
As we begin the second half, first half wasn't even close, guys, and we'll see if there is a comeback on our hands or more of the same as we get the third quarter started. Checking out the group for Tyronn Lue to start the second half. The two stars, LeBron and Love, making up the forward positions. Isaiah Thomas out there with Derrick Rose, and it's Thompson in at the 5 spot.
And with his usual degree of difficulty, I mean, that's an easy one. Thomas able to just catch and release.
Anthony kicks to Adams. And Tristan Thompson gets the whistle that time. That'll be his second foul of the game. Screen by Adams. Here's George. And yep, that's going to be a flagrant foul. Unnecessary contact.
And Kevin, that's a pretty dangerous play right there. I mean, I don't like to see a player put an opponent in harm's way, as much as you just saw him do there. Glad they pinned a flagrant on him.
Yeah, you're right, Greg. The officials were all over it. They weren't going to let him off the hook that time.
Shooting 2.
That free throw, no good. He hits the second from the line. Westbrook with it. Now George. From deep. That's in there. Anthony with the assist. George has got 4 points now in the quarter.
And there's never been any question about George's three-point range. He just goes through stretches where he knocks down the three at a ridiculous rate.
He had a nice open look right there. And that's 13 points for Derrick Rose.
Okay, we got a nice little back and forth going here.
And I love it, Greg. Both sides inflicting damage from the perimeter. We'll see how the defense is adjusting.
Misses off the right iron. The Cavaliers trail by 10. Thomas passes to James. The screen from Thompson. Out to the right wing. Some nice passing by Cleveland here. It's LeBron with the drive. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot two right here. And Tristan Thompson in the middle, a player, Greg, who understands his role.
He just plays hard and does the little things. Defense, rebounding, energy. When he's blocking shots and protecting the rim, he is one of the best bigs in our league.
Well, we always hear about how some guys are locker room leaders or a veteran presence on a team. Chris, how quickly does someone establish themselves as a team leader? It's universally embraced by the rest of the team.
It's tough. You know, some guys can come in and do it day one, but I think that we've seen a lot of leaders grow, whether it was a great leader like a two-time MVP in Nash. It took some years first for him to understand himself and then kind of let his leadership just follow that on the court. We bring that to today with a guy like a John Wall. It's taken him about 4 or 5 years to really learn to be around veterans, but guys are coming in younger now, and so I think that it's going to take a little bit of time to develop, but as long as they're continuing to learn, as long as they're continuing to put the effort out, because you're a leader first by what you do, not by what you say. And so if you are trying to figure your way out and work hard, then you're being a leader. People are figuring it out. It's usually when does the vocal part come in along with kind of leading by an example. And so I think for every person it's different, but it's a lot of fun watching because when they get to that point, you've definitely seen some development and growth from them mentally and physically when you know they've taken over the reins like a guy like John Wall has.
Good insight. Now here's Rose. Following the miss by Russell Westbrook. Rose sets the screen for Thomas. At the elbow, it's Thompson. Outside for Thomas. 6 to shoot. For 3, Love. That one falls, coming off of Thomas's feet. Thomas got 3 assists in the game. The Thunder leading by 4, and George kicks to Westbrook. Here's the screen. George against James. There's the dish to Adams. Over Thompson. Good D by Thompson.
The D a little slow to get in his face. They're fortunate it didn't cost him.
Rose kicks to Love. Passes it to James. And Adams sends it back. Outside Anthony. Pulls up. High post. And too long on the shot.
And look, if he can start turning some of these misses into makes, their lead is going to take a big jump.
James kicks to Love. Taken away by Anthony. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here. And a chance here to take a look at the shooting chart for Westbrook.
Well, they say the mid-range game is a dying art form, but after looking at this shot chart, they are injecting a ton of life into it. So whatever space is being offered up to them in the mid-range, they have accepted and have continually knocked down shots to make the defense pay.
First one falls for Patrick Patterson. He's checked in for Oklahoma City. And Cleveland also making a change. Vince Carter, he's checked in for Derrick Rose. LeBron outside. The screen from Thompson. Goes up off the pick. And the dunk by James.
Well, Kevin, you can't afford to let James get any separation. He's a terrific shooter off the screen.
Westbrook kicks to George. Outside Westbrook. Over to the left wing. Roberson has 3-pointers off the mark. The Cavaliers trail by 4. James dishes to Love. From deep, Thomas. Good D by Westbrook. Oklahoma City's gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. And George gets it to go.
Oh, look at the soft touch on the teardrop.
Cavaliers have gotten 5 of 8 shots to fall for them in the third quarter. A nice 62% from the field. The try by James, and he's fouled on the shot. 1 free throw coming up.
Love watching James show off his muscle. No one getting in his way. The D can't stop him.
The Cavaliers have been getting it done at the line, 10 for 12.
And really, the form at the line all season has been terrific. 79% as a team.
Grant, he's checked in for Oklahoma City. And James, no good on that one. The one thing about Patrick Patterson out of Kentucky, he is a smart basketball player.
Yeah, he's not the best rebounder or shot blocker, but the advanced stats love him. And he gets the job done at both ends of the floor.
Knocked loose. Outside Westbrook. Patterson a screen on Thomas. Screen by Adams. Back to Robertson. Down to 5 on the shot clock. With some arc. The shot comes out. Great D that time from LeBron. The screen from Thompson. And Love has it in the corner. And here's Westbrook. 14 points for him. And it's Kevin Love with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. And Oklahoma City making a change here. Felton's checked in. And the Cavaliers will go with a different look here. Rashawn Holmes, he's checked in for Tristan Thompson. Jay Crowder comes in for Kevin Love. J.R. Smith's checked in for LeBron. And Dwayne Wade subbed in for Isaiah Thomas. Now here's Westbrook. Incredible numbers looking at his scoring averages. He's currently scoring more than 28 points a game.
A frustrating start to this quarter for him.
Holmes passes to Wade. In the corner, Smith with it. The shot's good on the assist by Wade. Wade's got 3 assists now in this one.
And you can see the play calling this half. Another one from distance.
Well, that's because they made a concerted effort to get the shooters involved. Now they've built up the confidence.
And the foul on Dwayne Wade. That's foul number 2 for him. McLemore's checked in for Adams. Iman Shumpert's checked in for Cleveland. Westbrook against Shumpert. Westbrook, no good.
He's still looking to get into a groove this quarter.
Cleveland moving it around. Now, here's Holmes. He's guarded closer. Chance there to take the lead. Missing. The Thunder with the lead. Back to Westbrook. Patterson, the screen. Here's McLemore. He's got 9. Off the mark, and the drought continues.
Man, right play, wrong result on that one. Generally, you knock those down.
Well, I like the decision making. I mean, that's a shot you want to keep taking.
Now, here's Holmes. And they get some nice contributions from him on a nightly basis as he averages over 11 points a game. Wade can't hit.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Westbrook kicks to Patterson. Patterson setting the pick for McLemore. Back to Patterson. Outside Westbrook. Just 5 on the clock. Sweet little floater. Westbrook's got 16.
And I love the confidence and energy Westbrook plays with. Just an excellent scorer once he gets good position inside.
Now here is Smith. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 7.5 points a game. Crowder, the pass to Holmes. And Holmes throws it down.
Oh, an aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think. Oklahoma City has gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. Westbrook dishes to McLemore. Inside. Off the pick. No good from Grant.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
And Shumpert kicks to Holmes. The Thunder pull it in. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game. And following this game, they'll challenge the Grizzlies on the road at the FedEx Forum in Memphis. And that one will start off a 3-game road trip for the team. Now, here's Felton. Cavaliers with the rebound. Holmes got his 7th rebound here tonight. It's Crowder on the wing. He's covered by Grant. Outside jumper. Here's Holmes. Sinks the triple. 7 points in the game.
And good passing, setting up a lot of these buckets right now, Kevin. That's been the key.
Here's Westbrook. Rejected by Crowder.
Big defensive play by Crowder, snuffing him out there.
Cavaliers leading. Now here's Wade. He has 5. Shumpert with it. Westbrook picks him up. Now here's McLemore. He's covered closely. Kicks to Felton. Patterson, the screen. Felton the pass to Westbrook. Goes up at the stripe. Another miss by Westbrook.
Well, his shot hasn't been going in, and they will probably have to look for someone else to step up and provide for him.
Smith outside. Here's Holmes. A stupendous finish in traffic. And now a 4-point Cleveland lead.
And after really leaning on that 3-point shot in the first half, seeming like they're just getting away from it here in the second. More of the shots coming from the interior.
Now here's Patterson. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. Patterson setting the pick for McLemore. Offensive rebound. Cleveland leading by 4. Outer dishes to Smith. Stolen by Grant. McLemore inside the line. Shot goes down. Very quick possession right there. McLemore's got 11.
And really, whenever McLemore gets loose in transition, he's a problem for the defense. He can score in so many ways.
Wade kicks to Holmes. And Holmes throws it down.
Oh, he caught him in stride with the lead pass. Now that was timing.
50 seconds left in the third. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Anthony's checked in for Oklahoma City. These guys have had some good motion on offense. Nice statistic.
And when everyone's involved offensively, it has a way of helping you on the defensive side as well.
Well, it's always cool when a smaller guy like him racks up a lot of rebounds.
Westbrook drives in. Count it. Westbrook's got 4 points in the quarter.
Nice bucket. There's no question about his skills at the offensive.
About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. Laid outside. Clock at 6. Tries it from 19. And they call over the back here. Too much contact.
Yeah, a little too physical on that play. Tries to climb over the top of him and gets whistled for it.
You got to be a little more in control than that. The officials are never going to let you get away with that one.
And he makes the first. And it's tied up with that one.
And what an advantage. You really feel like you can always trust him when he's at the line.
On its way from Rose for 2. Off on that one. It's a tie game in Oklahoma City. Don't go anywhere. The final quarter is coming up next on 2K Sports. Let's take a listen to a recent huddle from Coach Billy Donovan.
They've amped up their physicality. We can't get wrapped up in that. We got to stay solid, defend, play through it.
Billy Donovan wanting his guys to remain poised in the face of some rougher play out there.
Yeah, you want to stay true to your character. Focus on the things that you do best and really ignore the rest.
We've got a great game on our hands as we welcome you back. The fourth quarter of action getting started. They've got Paul George, Anthony out there with Patrick Patterson. Then there's Felton, and it's Westbrook in at the 1. That's the lineup in the game for Oklahoma City. That doesn't go either for Rose. The Thunder with the lead. The wide open look here for Anthony, and Oklahoma City again with the bucket.
Defensively, this is what you know. He's coming off a hot game and looking to keep it rolling.
Yeah, but here's the problem. They play team ball. So if you pay him too much attention, that just leaves other guys open, and it's too difficult of an adjustment to make.
Defensively, you can't back off him that much. You don't want to give up easy threes at this stage of the game.
Westbrook kicks to George. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2.
Nice work to get it inside and draw the contact.
And he knocks down the first one. A different look for Oklahoma City. Adams comes in for Patrick Patterson. And it's Andre Robertson in for Raymond Felton. And the Cavaliers will go with a different look here. Thompson, he's checked in for Rashawn Holmes. Love comes in for Crowder. Braun, he's checked in for Smith. And Thomas subbed in for Dwayne Wade. Here's Thompson. Russell Westbrook with the rebound. Westbrook's got 6 rebounds in the game. Fires the 3. Traps in the tray. Westbrook's got 23.
Yeah, awesome watching Westbrook drain the 3 ball there. He just needs to focus on being a little more efficient from downtown.
There's Thomas with the 3. The shot, no good. And the Thunder going the other way now. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game. And Robertson kicks to Westbrook. And Thompson sends it back.
Look, Thompson is a more than capable defender. He has excellent length, and he uses that to swat away shots.
This one on the play. Bucket's good. He'll go to the line. That's going to send LeBron James to the line. That one's on Anthony. And Isaiah Thomas, a dynamite score, even though he's in a small package. Chris, how much does his lack of size hold him back at the defensive end?
Well, that's when your teammates have to come in and support you. Defense is a team effort, not just an individual effort. So fortunately, they're stopped with other defenders that can help them out on the defensive end.
Adams falls right in. He is 8 for 11 with that shot.
And they're controlling the boards, Kevin. That's +5 in that category.
LeBron outside. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. Steven Adams picks one up.
James is like a freight train moving to the rim. He's so effective at getting the D to hit him when he's on the attack.
No good on the second, so he hits 1 of 2.
And they are shooting themselves in the foot here. They've lost their touch at the line. The percentage continues to drop from where it was in that first half.
Got a piece of it, and it's going to be out of bounds. The Cavaliers will retain possession. Just over 2.5 minutes played now here in the final quarter of regulation. It's a pick by Love, and it's Paul George with the foul. That's it for him. He's fouled out of the game.
And he has to take that long, slow walk back to the bench here. He'll watch the rest of this one from the sideline.
Grant, he's checked in for George. Tipped away. It's off his leg. And it's whistled a kick. It's a pick by Love. And it's Rose penetrating and finished off by Rose.
And Rose, so dangerous coming off the pick. All he needs is a half step, and he can do the rest.
Oklahoma City leading by 3. Outside Westbrook. Good D by Love. For Cleveland, they've gone 3 of 7 from the floor in the fourth. That's a 42% mark in the quarter. LeBron kicks to Rose. The screen from Thompson. It's Thomas outside. The Thunder pull it in.
Not a whole lot going down for him at this point. He just can't buy a break.
Roberson the pass to Westbrook. Yep, that one goes. Westbrook's got 11 points here in just the second half.
And the D not really doing its job there. A little slow to react to the ball getting into the paint.
Thomas dishes to Thompson. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
And you don't think Thompson is outstanding and using his body. Look at this, a muscular presence who picks up fouls well.
No good on the free throw. And Oklahoma City making a change here. Felton's checked in. He hits the second from the line.
That one miss was huge. He had a chance to turn this into a one-possession game.
Outside Westbrook. Here's Adams. The kick out to Westbrook. Feeds it to Roberson. Second chance shot. Can't hit that one. And Cleveland the other way now. Now Thomas. The screen from Thompson. Thomas kicks to Thompson. It's stolen by Adams. Ball's knocked loose. Anthony, the pass to Roberson. Outside Westbrook. There's a good screen. To the middle. Here's Adams. Comes up empty down low.
Oh, great effort there. That's how you defend the paint.
Yeah, he has that capacity. He knows exactly where to position himself to protect the rim.
Here's Love. Slammed home, and he draws the foul. A chance for another point at the free throw line. That one's on Anthony.
Oh, that's exceptional focus. You can't throw off Love. Fantastic at keeping his balance and powering through.
And Chris, one thing I'm sure you appreciate about Kevin Love's game is his passing.
Oh, definitely. I love his Wes Unseld, the ode to Wes Unseld outlet pass that he does. I mean, just touchdown strikes. Good vision in the high post as well.
Westbrook with it. Now Thomas defending. Second shot opportunity. And another shot. And he got the whistle, so he'll have a 3-point play opportunity.
Yeah, second chance points, again, a huge problem for this team.
They throw good, Adams. The Cavaliers trail by 4. Thomas kicks to James. And the dunk by James.
Oh, I love seeing James take over the game. I mean, a ferocious scorer who can flat out light it up.
Thunder have gone only 6 of 14 from the field in the fourth. Westbrook against Thomas. Westbrook kicks to Anthony. Off target from 3-point range.
He isn't getting it to fall from outside during this half after recording a 3 during the first.
The screen from Thompson. Here's Thomas. And again, it's Cleveland.
From deep and close and everywhere in between. Thomas, an offensive energizer.
Westbrook kicks to Anthony. Adams down low. It's up against Thompson, and he gets contact and the whistle on the shot. 2 shots coming up. And there's the foul against Cleveland.
Steven Adams.
And the first one drops. So he gets them both. Cleveland's gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the fourth quarter. The screen from Thompson. Off the pick. And James throws it down hard.
And when you give James a lane to the basket, he's going to dunk it hard. Amazing watching him just glide through the air.
That Unleash Chaos Under Armour replay really giving us a good look at the action. Adams sets the pick for Anthony. Knocks it loose. And the ball goes out of bounds. It's touched by Love. Here's Roberson. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
Oh, the officials are all over that one.
Andre Roberson.
That free throw missing. He's off on the second. Cavaliers have gotten more than 58% of their attempts to go down for them in the fourth quarter. They're 7 of 12. Thomas dishes to Thompson. It's stolen by Adams. Here's Roberson. He's covered by Rhodes. Up top, Adams. Felton the pass to Carmelo. And that one off the back of the rim and in. Anthony's got 4 points this quarter.
And the shooting form of Anthony, just perfect. He's dangerous with the catch and shoot and just terrific at scoring when in rhythm.
And he gets contact and the whistle on the shot. 2 shots coming up.
All the officials are all over that one.
Isaiah Thomas. 2 shots.
First one falls for him.
You love the edge that Thomas plays with. He knows there's no other way to play his game.
Patrick Patterson, he's checked in for Raymond Felton, and he makes both free throws. The Thunder is shooting 44% in the fourth. The offense with some ups and downs. Patterson, the screen. Love against Anthony. Misses off the left iron.
And you know what? You can't get a better screen. Frees him up beautifully, but he just fails to capitalize.
The best laid plans, right? Well, I tell you right there, though, that's one they'll take every single time.
Here's Thomas. The feed now to Thompson. Just 5 to shoot.
Oh, the assist from Thomas. Finding the open man. Nice decision offensively.
Oklahoma City trailing. Outside Westbrook. Pass to Roberson. Lets the 3 fly. Offensive rebound. And Adams with the slam.
And great effort on the boards. And what a mean that was, Kev. I mean, you just will not see him ever quit on a play.
That guy is a handful. You've got to have a body on him, Clark, at all times.
And how relentless is this guy? If you're the defense, he's the first one you're looking to block out there.
Thomas kicks to Love. And that's out of bounds. Cleveland will retain possession. Eustace is checked in for Oklahoma City.
Josh Eustace.
LeBron is doubled. Fires the 3. And there's Love. That's good on the assist by James. LeBron's got 6 assists here tonight. Thunder trailing by 3. Westbrook kicks to Adams. He feeds it to Carmelo. Oklahoma City moving it around. Back to Roberson. And right away they match it with a 3-pointer of their own. Roberson's got the game tied up here for Oklahoma City. James in the post, and it's good. He's made 2 for every one he's missed. 10 of 15 in the contest.
They're scoring boatloads of buckets. It's raining buckets from inside.
Roberson dishes to Westbrook. Over Thomas. And the shot no good, a bit short.
Not easy to miss a clean look inside like that, but he manages to do it.
James with it. It's a pick by Love. James kicks to Love.
And Love works his tail off, which is why he's able to pick up these type of fouls inside.
And that one falls for Love. And Oklahoma City making a change here. Ferguson's checked in. He hits both from the stripe.
His free throw ability makes him tough to defend in the post. Teams can't get too physical with him.
And Roberson kicks to Westbrook. And it's good off the back rim and in. Westbrook's got 7 now in this quarter.
And he has the chops for this. Raising the intensity when it matters most.
But he's showing you he wants to close this game out. That's an attitude that he brings and is appreciated by this team.
And some hang time on the rim. Puts a little cherry on the top of that slam.
Well, those kind of displays of strength can get one team rolling. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Westbrook's got 15 points here in the second half.
A good score inside, and the defense really offering very little resistance.
That's just an attack mindset.
Oh!
Come on, James has made plenty of these shots during his career. He embraces the pressure.
We've got 1:55 left in the fourth. Here's Westbrook. Over to the left wing. Rose with the rebound. Rose has got his third rebound on the night. Thompson, a screen on Westbrook. That's tipped. 1:15 left in the fourth quarter. Roberson the pass to Ferguson. To the middle. Dishes it to Robertson. The pass to Carmelo. Anthony drawing the double team. Connects! And what a sensational bucket to bring them within one.
Now, that is cold-blooded.
Well, we want people to tune in, don't we? This is what they're tuning into. Big moments.
There's 47 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Out to Thompson. 6 on the shot clock. And they double up James. And it's out of bounds. The Cavaliers able to retain possession here.
So close to getting the steal there, but the deflection equally as effective.
Oh, man. He ran it all the way. He got a jump on it. Very close.
And Oklahoma City making a change here. Chris Dunn's checked in. Here's James. Out of bounds. Oklahoma City takes possession.
And what a time to get sloppy. On a close game like this, you cannot be getting loose with the ball.
Collins checked in for Chris Dunn. Now a timeout called by Oklahoma City. They're down by 1. 34 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Guys, your thoughts?
Hey, they do have enough time here. If they shoot quickly to get the 2 for 1, we'll see if they try.
And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, during the break, I listened in on Billy Donovan's huddle with his team. He told them, hey, this game is there for you, but we got to go get it. 50-50 balls, get into the basket. We have to give it all right now. Evan?
Good on the first, and that will put them up by 2.
No, you gotta love, though, one thing about Love. He does whatever is asked of him, whether he's the go-to guy on a given night, a supporting piece, and he's gonna deliver.
Jeremy Grant, he's checked in for Oklahoma City. And so both free throws are good, and it's a 3-point game.
Gut check time. Increases the lead to 3. Just have to guard against the deep ball.
Now a timeout called by Oklahoma City. They're trailing by 3. 24 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Oklahoma City moving the ball around. And stolen by James. Good!
One of the most competitive and courageous players you'll see. Thomas rising to the moment.
Outside Westbrook. There's the triple. Oklahoma City gets it back. Adams dishes to Westbrook. We see the Cavaliers get the win here. They seem to relish their role as the bad guy here tonight.
You know, Kevin, I sense that as well. I mean, they really did feed off all of that negative energy this crowd was directing at them. I mean, they turned it around and used it as motivation to close out a significant win.
And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Well, Dwayne, you won the game, but you lost a rebounding battle. How did you overcome that?
I don't know. You know, we have a knack for finding a way to win, and we've always had that here. You know, we got to do a better job. You know, we can't get out-rebounded like that and expect to win, so we got to figure it out.
Sure, you'll be working on it. Thanks, Dwayne. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Chris Webber, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. So long and good night, everyone.